Friends, welcome to my YouTube channel, Law Jurist Dr. Pramod Wagmari. So, today uh, we are on a special topic. We are having a talk on a special topic, that is the global warming, and this is my part one of the global warming. Now, in this particular aspect, first point I want to discuss is what is global warming and for what purpose this global warming is to be taken into consideration. Say, for example, why our Earth's temperature is getting more warmer and warmer. This is the first question in everybody's mind. Second question is that regarding the sudden increase in temperature, because from last 4 or 5 seasons we are seeing that the summers are becoming more harsh and harsh, and therefore these problems have to be addressed at a particular level. So this is also to be taken into consideration for the particular warming of the temperature. Now, next point I want to discuss with you, friends, students, that global warming is a term which is having an idea, which is having an increase in the temperature, all of a sudden increase in temperature. It affects the natural balance and a huge impact on the life. Now, you all know that India is a tropical country, and being a tropical country, there are many types of fossil fuels which are to be taken into consideration. And in that aspects, you know, presently our industrial growth is also good, and therefore there is a more problem we are facing today is about global warming. Now, to understand the global warming or to understand the phenomenon of global warming, one has to understand what is meant by greenhouse effect. So, greenhouse effect means what? This greenhouse effect consists of different types of gases, a mixture of gases such as carbon dioxide, water, vapor, ozone, methane, nitrous oxide, chlorofluorocarbon, and other particular things associated with the particular earth surface. So this also has an impact on the particular aspect. Now, students, here you must see this is a diagrammatic representation wherein the sun rays are penetrated through this greenhouse, and less amount of sunlight will be received by the particular plants, and that will also save the particular plants. Say, for example, here I can show you that nitrogen, oxygen, water, carbon dioxide, methane, these are having a different combination, you can say. Why? Because here there are different aspects regarding to non-greenhouse gases and greenhouse gases. So non-greenhouse gases comprises of 99%, whereas the greenhouse gases comprise of only 1%. So this you have to keep in mind. Okay. And in this particular aspect, now the second point I want to raise before you is that what are the causes of global warming? So there are some major causes regarding the greenhouse gas is that we are now having more type of mining in coal and the release of methane in the atmosphere. At the present time, we are having also deforestation. So deforestation is also to be taken into consideration. Whereas the gases which is liberated from the nitrous oxide. Now these all have to impact on the particular society. Now, whenever there is a greenhouse gas, there is a mixture of chlorofluorocarbon. This type of gas is being released in the particular atmosphere. And you can see a picture like this, that the sun rays they directly fall on the earth atmosphere, wherein generally the concept is what? The sun rays must be reflected back, but this is not the case. And therefore, whenever the atmosphere is becoming hot, 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 then these sun rays are absorbed by the earth and it is not reflected back, and therefore also there is an increase in the particular temperature. So here you can see another picture wherein you will find that the earth's temperature is increasing day by day, day by day, day by day. Say for example, whenever solar energy is falling on the earth, now you find that there is a large amount of earth uh, and fire which is there on the earth increases. The amount of heat increases, and therefore that will also have the impact on the particular earth global warming. Now, my next point is that when you are all aware that there is an increase in the temperature, there is an increase in all these things, then why to take all these things into granted? Why to take all these things in granted? We must try our level best. We must try our level best to minimize the earth temperature, to minimize the particular earth temperature. And therefore, in this particular aspect, we must have some efforts to be taken into consideration. Say, for example, reduce in our consumption of fossil fuels, resume of the particularly the fuels must be controlled. Fossil fuels must be controlled. In that particular aspect, America has tried somewhat, and therefore they are now dependent on 50% of electricity is produced from the coal itself. That is renewable energy, wherein 50% energy is produced by the particular this particular coal, and therefore there is also some type of the particularly this type of picture where you find that the electrical energy can be generated wherein a 60-watt bulb can be glow. Okay, and in this particular aspect, another thing is that small changes we have to make in our day-to-day thinking. Say for example, wherever you use a particularly fridge, use it when it is nearly necessary, so that can reduce the particular gases. Say for example of cars, cars also can be used, but when you it is really in need, then only you can have the particular uh, car for the particular important works. Say for example, reduce of garbage, because you know every person he is accumulating garbage nearby. Say for example, a housewife will accumulate the garbage in near his house, okay, whereas the various persons also gather lots of waste material. That should be lessened. That should be completely lessened. Now, in this particular aspect, we must decrease the fossil fuels, the level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, and the smog. These all will have increase in the atmosphere's temperature. Now here again very crucial you can say is that whenever we use lesser number of biodegradable material, say for example for the material to be carried out we can use paper bag, but now that is not taken into care and we generally use plastic bags. Now in that plastic bags also, that bags are of not high microns, okay, that bags are of lesser thickness, so that will also create more type of gases. Okay, now in this particular aspect you have to be very careful that each of us must take step to protect our earth's climate, so that by everybody's effort, by everybody's small person, big person, everybody. So, if everybody takes the effort, then and then only we can control our atmosphere. We can control our Earth's warmness. So, if we control the warmness of the Earth, then only we can control the global warming. So, friends, with this particular aspect, I am concluding my lecture. Thank you for attending my lecture and hearing very patiently. So, once again, I request you all that if you are new to my channel, please subscribe my YouTube channel, Law Jurist Dr. Pramod Wagmare. Thank you, one and all, for the patience hearing.